What's up YouTube, Jeff back again, and today a very exciting video. Today I am doing my 8-month follow-up video on the Galaxy S22 Ultra. Been using this for nearly 8 months. I try to do one every month with you guys since this is my main device. And today we're going to get into it, talk about the problems I've had, and of course the good things about this phone, which of course there's a lot more good than bad. Before we do that, I want to remind you guys, I do have pre-orders for the mystery boxes for the Galaxy S23 Ultra already. So if you're planning to order a Galaxy S23, S23 Plus, S23 Ultra, you can check out the link in the description, the pinned comment. I send out a box with a free case, a free stand. It's a phone stand. It's actually this one right here from my friends over at Lamicall. Beautiful travel stand, tilt adjustable, height adjustable. It even folds up like this. Boom, right there. And also some other goodies. There's gonna be lots of cool stuff, even more bonuses. Gift cards, other surprises inserted. It's 100% free. I cover the shipping and everything, so it doesn't cost you anything. Check out the details. It'll be in the description. So let's talk S22 Ultra. Like I said, I've been using this as my main device. Of course, there's been other devices that I've gotten in for review. I got the Fold, I got the iPhones, but this has been my main phone. My main SIM actually hasn't left this device except for a short period where I had it in the Fold 4 for a week, but otherwise it's been in the Ultra. I've actually had two units. Let me actually take the case off here. I had a white unit at launch. That was my first S22 Ultra. And then I got this graphite one because they were back ordered for a while. And I wanted this one at launch, but of course I had to make videos. So I got the graphite one. So this is based off my experience with two different S22 Ultras. So let's talk about all the positive things. This phone is absolutely phenomenal in terms of multitasking. We've talked about it many times. One UI is absolutely amazing. It's a very smooth software. You know, you don't really get a lot of lag. Like there's a lot of misconceptions, especially among iPhone users, that Samsung devices have lag to them. They really don't. The only problem that does exist, it's not really a problem, but it's just something that if you compare it to the iPhone or the Pixel, it's noticeable, is the animations. Now I'm running the One UI 5.0 beta, and Samsung's trying to improve those animations, but they still don't look quite as smooth as they do on the iPhone and the Pixel. You can see how it kind of hesitates a little bit and it doesn't go perfectly back in the icon. Just as a comparison, this is one thing the iPhone does really well. I'll show you how it looks on the iPhone. You can see how smooth and fluid it goes right back into the icon. Now that doesn't bother me super badly, but a lot of people really care about animations and it's really a personal preference thing, but it is something that Samsung could work on in One UI. But otherwise, they've done a lot of good things. They took one of my biggest requests and they built some of the good lock stuff into One UI 5 beta, because now you can actually long press on the lock screen and basically access all of the features that used to be in the good lock module called Lockstar right here from the lock screen. That was one of my requests, was with One UI 5, they start building in more good lock features, and they've started to do that. Now they're not all there, but they're starting to do it, and so maybe we'll see more of that, because good lock is restricted to certain countries, and it would be really nice to see it come to everybody. If it's built into One UI 5, everybody can enjoy those great features. So that's the first little thing that I'd like to see them work on. Improve the animations a little bit more in One UI 5, and also incorporate some more of those good lock features so everybody can enjoy them. The camera on this phone has been fantastic, but the one thing that I will say about it is that it does have, for sure, still some shutter lag. Now, when you take still photos, you can see it's still there, a little bit of lag. You can see there's lag from the time you press it to the time the photo appears there. But when you take moving photos, I mean, it's kind of hard to reproduce here, just moving my fingers, but you can see it's a little bit longer. And if you're taking a photo of someone running or jumping or playing a sport, football, basketball, whatever, it's even more noticeable with the shutter lag. This has been a problem on Samsung phones for a long time. And again, you know, Apple does do some things that are good, and I will give them credit. You can see here, theirs is a little bit snappier once you boot the camera up. I mean, it's almost immediate that you see it in the preview. There really isn't much shutter lag, even when you're shooting moving subjects. It's much less noticeable than on your Samsung device. Does that mean that Apple's got a better phone overall? Of course not. The photo quality is still fantastic. When you're taking still photos, I would still prefer it over Apple. Samsung's come a long way in video, and even though Apple is still maybe ahead a little bit, the video quality on Samsung is really good, and it's really getting close to equaling that of Apple's. But they do need to work on the shutter lag. You know, we have to be honest. with ourselves as Samsung fans to get some improvements, and that's a place they could certainly improve with the Galaxy S23 Ultra, and I'm hoping that they do. Otherwise, I've been really happy with the camera. I've been super happy with the battery life on this phone. A lot of people complain, but this phone does so much stuff. I mean, you've got a Bluetooth S Pen, which is a huge feature that other phones don't have. You've got amazing multitasking features, all this awesome customization. There's so much you can do with your Galaxy S22 Ultra that it's hard to complain. When I get around 5.5 to 6 hours screen on time, that's with mixed usage of 5G, LTE, and Wi-Fi throughout the day. I think that's really good. I mean, this is my iPhone 14 Pro Max. It does get a little better battery life. Maybe I get like 7 to 8 hours screen on time on average with the same mixed usage, but it doesn't do as much stuff. No true multitasking, no S Pen, right? No Samsung DeX. There's so much less that you can do with the iPhone that it really doesn't matter to me. And I also can't customize it for my workflow like I can with Android and One UI. So for me, it's kind of a moot point. I'm very happy with the battery life overall. So that's the performance, fantastic. Software, fantastic. Camera, I'd like to see the shutter lag fixed a little bit, but again, not a huge problem for still photos and video. I've been very happy with that. Battery life is very solid. That brings me to my final complaint, which is actually my main gripe with this phone. And you guys may have noticed it throughout the video. You can see these fingerprints absolutely everywhere on the device. That is because the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra seems to have a very weird oleophobic coating that wears away very quickly. I mentioned that I had 2 units. The one that I had that was a white unit, the oleophobic coating was gone like in May or June, which is like 3 or 4 months after I got it. This graphite one I've had since like the end of June. So now this is coming up on like 3.5 months and it's pretty much gone. Anytime I touch it, like there's a ton of oil and stuff from my hands are clean. I washed them before I did this video on purpose and it's still everywhere. Now, this is not a problem with other phones, not with the Pixel, and yes, not with the iPhone. So this is something that Samsung really should look into, making sure it's a little bit better done. I didn't have this problem with the S21 Ultra either. And I've heard other people say they had this issue too. Now, I am gonna make a video, for those of you who are interested, if you do have this issue, with this Fuso smartphone Crystal Armor. This is a oleophobic coating liquid that will basically try to restore the oleophobic coating to your phone. It only works maybe for a month or two though. You have to reapply it, but I'll make a tutorial on this if you're interested, hoping I can salvage my screen because I can't stand this. I mean, it's just every time I touch it, like I can't use it for more than 2 seconds and it's already covered in fingerprints. You should be able to use your phone for an hour or two before it's covered in fingerprints. Like I said, the iPhone, I've been using it the same amount of time today. Very minimal, much less fingerprints here. Just like oil all over my phone. Anyway, that's my main actually beef with the S22 Ultra is that oleophobic coating gets on my nerves, but otherwise everything else I've been very, very happy with overall. No big complaints. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification icon for future videos like this. Subscribe to my newsletter if you're a Samsung fan, you want to see customization. There'll be giveaways on there as well. And if you're ordering an S23 Ultra, please check out the mystery box in the description, the pinned comment, free case, free cleaning kit, free stand, other goodies inserted. It's going to be really fun. Hoping this is going to be our biggest mystery box ever. Tell your friends if they're ordering to let them get one as well. I appreciate you guys checking out this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.